Okay, welcome everyone to I think a new mini feature, Toby's Travel Diaries, where we're going to catch up and see where Toby is in the country this time round. I think last time we spoke, Toby, were you in? I can't remember where you were now. You'd gone past Sheffield. You were in a brothel, from what I remember. Was it
Yeah,
Doncaster or something?
sort of semi-closed brothel, unfortunately. Yeah, but yeah, Doncaster. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very strange place. Yeah,
So, how have your travels been since then?
but yeah, good. I finally got to the coast. I'm in a campsite in Bridlington on the
Okay.
Yorkshire east coast, and I found a campsite with bells on, frankly, with a nightclub, restaurant, uh, late night cafe, market. Just stumbled upon it.
It's a
Brilliant.
campsite with a nightclub.
Yeah, but in fact, we've got two nightclubs effectively. But yeah, you can talk about that
You
in
haven't just
length.
sort of like gone to a Butlins or something like that.
Well, it's a bit like a sort of Greek Butlins because it's
Oh,
started by a Greek man,
oh
which
right.
has reference to a film, our later film thing. But anyway,
Okay.
yes,
So,
lovely place.
yeah. Do you care to regale us? Well, 'cause I got an email from you the other day about something to do with Vikings, which
Oh yes, I was at Stamford Bridge where the quite famous battle pre the Hastings, the big
yeah,
one. They went and saw off the Vikings
yeah,
on
it was
Stamford Bridge.
Harold, yeah, Harold Godwin versus Harold Hardrada,
That's right.
if memory from history lessons serves.
Yeah, and I actually slept in the shadow of Stamford Bridge, although it's not obviously not the same bridge. It's a more modern
Yeah.
version of it. But I couldn't help but do that after going to the pub which is based upon their campsite called the Three Cups, which has the well that they decided to use as the campsite before they went for their big attack on the Vikings and saw them off. So that was all rather lovely, and then headed off towards the east coast and made it via I got completely lost on a Yorkshire Dale farmland. With no tracks. I was just pushing my bike trailer along the edges of fields and stuff with the sun, the vaguely setting sun on behind me because obviously that was in the west. I wanted to head the east, and eventually I did find the coast and came across this campsite. So it's all been rather
Was this relating to the windy phone call, which I suppose for
yeah.
listeners back at home, I rang Toby a couple of days ago, and
uh,
basically all I got was just like, oh, I'm in a field.
I was completely lost by a dike, knowing not which way to go, and there was a farmer working.
Did you speak to the farmer in the end, or did you?
Yes, I did. I had this quite amusing conversation across a ditch with him pointing one way and saying, "Oh, think you should go to Upper Tetherington, Lower Village, and head back to the A429 or something." And I went, "Yeah, no, I don't fancy that. That's not towards the sea." So in the end, I went the opposite direction, and I found a nice little bridge across the ditch, and eventually, tramping across the Yorkshire Dales, I did indeed see the sea and got to it, which I've enjoyed so far. Except for did get kicked out of karaoke bar last night.
you you appear to be doing quite a bit of karaoke, because I think when you were in Doncaster, weren't you, two nights of
Yeah,
karaoke in a row at the Working Men's Club?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm big on it, and I don't know why they threw me out. I think it's because I did such a good rendition of Wandering Star, which is from film Paint Your
Paint your
Wagon.
wagon, yeah.
Uh, because somebody had done it and they did it in a kind of slightly tremolo voice or a higher voice, and I said, "Oh no, I can do it lower than that." And so I
You
said,
outload someone.
"Yeah, absolutely outload him," and I think they got a bit peed off me and just told me to go. It was very strange. Yeah.
So is this one of the nightclubs that's currently on site where you are at presently,
No,
or is this on your way?
no, this was actually the first kind of pub stroke place if you go into Bridlington from here.
Okay.
So they happen to have karaoke and
Is it quite popular top north to have karaoke? I mean, I don't see much karaoke down south,
well,
particularly.
the the barman said that this was Bridlington is in fact the capital of karaoke, Britain, and they were a big exponent of that. Unfortunately, so far I've been blacklisted from that pub. So, but there's another one going on at 4 o'clock today. I might go see if I can get kicked out of that.
Another karaoke.
Because I don't know. I really don't know why they kicked me out. Apparently, it was because I said "oi" to the barman, but I've never said "oi" to anybody, so I don't know what they were talking. I think they just didn't like me or something.
Didn't like the cut of your jib, and your voice was too deep.
Yeah, it was too good. I think I was too good.
So is there going to be another rendition of "I Was Born Under a Wandering Star" this evening as well?
I think it has to be. You know, it's like fall off your bike.
See if it's the song that gets you kicked out of every location.
Exactly. Yeah.
We don't like that song here in Bridlington.
There was a great DJ who was a Elvis impersonator with the sort of slick back hair, kept doing Elvis covers, and I said, "Oh, give us a song, pick your own song." And of course he picks an Elvis song, which I didn't think in that. I just ended up passing it over to him, and he went, "Ooh," and finished it off.
Oh, brilliant! So, yeah, anything else to add, or do you want to discuss what your future travel plans are and where you're heading for next?
Just a couple of. I'll be really brief. Absolute highlight probably of the whole thing was heading into York at dawn. I did a night run. Found a really lovely, peaceful B road, B1222, something like that.
Get out your map books, people at home, to check out that one.
Yeah.
For those of you who are following this podcast on a map.
612. It's definitely 222 at the end, and it was fantastic. I saw no cars and arrived at this rather lovely city of York, which I've not seen before, which reminded me a bit of Oxford, historic towers, bits of castle that were sort of ransacked back in the day by Mel Gibson, etc., aka Braveheart, and just absolutely wonderful. And there I lost my ukulele. But then I bought something else, which will come into later.
Is this going to be on a separate podcast, or are you?
Yeah. But also, I had a great thing where I was going travelling from there towards here, and that was after it actually, and I fell asleep in this cornfield, which was wonderful, on this pile of corn, and then I woke up and there was this lorry in the lay-by where I'd stopped. And I thought, oh God, because this road was getting a bit heavy, and I knocked on the door of this lorry, and this German answered. German, it's called Werner, as in Werner Herzog, and very nicely gave me a lift to a place called Dryfield, and over the highest point happened to be, I hadn't checked this, but over the highest point on the Yorkshire Dales called Garra. What's it called? Garra? I can't remember.
So this is another one for people following along on their maps.
Yeah.
The highest point in Yorkshire begins with a G. It's sort of like a crossword clue.
Araby Hill, and it was so sort of high and dangerous that they had a sculpture of Jesus at the top. Right. In so many deaths and stuff. So I was just absolutely thrilled to be taken there by a lorry, because obviously I piled my bike and trailer into the back of this lorry, and avoided having to crawl up it, by my... So it worked out pretty well. That was just wonderful, yeah. And then I did a sort of night ride to here, which was a bit more disastrous, but I eventually got here via the farmland, which I got lost on. So yeah, it's been really nice to get here, and I'm really chuffed to be on the coast.
Cool, sounds good. So yeah, final question then, Toby, before we finish this off. Where is it Scarborough you're still heading towards?
Yep, Flamborough, and then Scarborough, and then etc. Whitby, Berwick-on-Tree, Edinburgh.
Okay, cool. So hopefully we'll got to get back to you again in Scarborough. Is that roughly the plan, do you reckon?
Yeah, why not? I don't know if we've got any references, film references for Scarborough, but yeah, absolutely. That'd make a good. Cool.
Cool. Sounds good, Toby. So yeah, we'll finish that there, and then yeah, hopefully update next time for another Toby's Travel Diaries.
Yeah, all I've got to do is keep the sea on my right.
Keep the
you
sea
know,
on your right, and you'll probably end up going north.
and I should be okay then. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Thanks, Toby.
All right, nice to talk to you.
Cool. See you next time.
And likewise.